All right, meditation. Meditation is scientifically proven. It's got all this stuff backing behind it, but it's not going to matter how much science I throw at you or how much logic I throw at you. You've got to make this be clear in your mind what meditation is first. Because there's a ton of it. It's so vague. It's so ambiguous what this thing really is. It's not a nap. It's not a prayer. It's not like some people even tell me that I ask them if they've been meditating, if they've been disciplining themselves to do this every day, and they tell me that they meditate in the 15 minutes after they click the snooze button in the morning. And it's like, no, meditation is not going back to sleep for a crappy 15 minutes and calling it meditation. That's not what meditation is. Meditation is not going to sleep. Meditation at the beginning is very much a discipline. It's not really even a journey. It's very much a discipline. It's a discipline to not check your clock every 30 seconds. It's a discipline to keep your eyes shut. It's a discipline to relax all your muscles. It's a discipline to keep your focus on one thing. But that is the point. Okay? You are building this focus muscle out. You are building a new norm. You are challenging things deep in your subconscious and in your conscious, really. And you are uncovering things that you might not even know exist. It's all about what you don't know that you don't even know. There are so many things going on under the surface of your mind that are happening right now that you're not even processing. For instance, your mind is processing that there's words on some of the things in the background here. But you didn't even think about it probably until I said something, right? There's words on my shirt. You're processing that without even thinking about it consciously, right? Our mind is doing so much stuff all the time without us even noticing. When we get to meditation, what we're doing, we're shutting out certain pieces of that so that we can get down and we can practice on only focusing on one thing. Now, like I said, the science behind this stuff I would say it's conclusive at this point. The brain literally changes. Okay, the area of our brain that houses our logic center, it grows, literally grows. The area of our fight or flight and all of our emotional garbage type stuff, that when we get all angsty and angry, that part shrinks. So our brain literally changes. Okay, brain literally changes. But other things happen too. You start to remember things that you'd forgotten for a long time. Some of them are painful. Some of them are very pleasant. Okay, those painful ones might have happened when you were 6 years old. If you're like me, they happened when you were 6, 7 years old. And they were tough to remember, but at the same time, I'm not 6 or 7 years old anymore. Now I'm an adult and I can process this thing that happened when I was 6 or 7 that I couldn't when I was 6 or 7 because I was a little boy, right? And even though the little boy or the little girl inside you is the strongest part of you, because they're the strongest part of you because they lived through that, and they're the most courageous because they hadn't learned all the garbage that you've learned as an adult. But now you're an adult and you can deal with them. Meditation gives you this opportunity to dig into your brain. Meditation is a discipline that lets you grow that focus muscle. Okay? Think of this thing as a muscle. You work the muscle grows. You work the muscle gets stronger. You work the nerves, you work your body, everything improves, right? Your brain is the same way. You work your brain, things improve. Meditation has been proven for attention deficit, dyslexia, all of these different things that we call disorders that aren't disorders, to improve upon them. And meditation isn't, I think you could call it a theological thing, but I don't think that you're practicing ideology or idealism, or what word? You're not the idol calf. You're not making an idol out of meditation. You're not sinning because you meditate. And meditation also isn't prayer; it's meditation. But I don't think don't think of it as a religion. I think a lot of people get hung up on this. It's not a religion. You're sitting in a chair. You close your eyes, in through your nose, out through your nose, and you're trying to take all your air down into your pelvis. You set a timer. I have like a little cube timer. You can find them on Amazon. You just flip it, or you set. I'll tell Siri. Siri, set the timer for 15 minutes. Set it aside. 15 minutes. Sit there. And I just breathe. Okay. It's that simple. But you will find tons of different ways to get out of this. You will find so many different ways. Oh, I got to go check the laundry. Oh, I got to go to work. Oh, I got to do this. You can get it in. It's just scary to do so because we like to stay in our comfort zone. Our comfort zone might be running around like a crazy person. Well, that's the life that you didn't want. If you want to experience your life for what you do want, you got to get focused on it. And meditation is one of the ways that we can kind of filter out the difference here. That we can get very clear on what we do want, and we can practice focusing on it, and we can grow that focus muscle out. So you got to sit down, you got to meditate. One of the best ways that I've found, one of the absolute best ways that I've found to help with this attention thing, with help with this focus thing, is to meditate on a daily basis. And we're going to get more into this as we go along with other techniques that we can do within the meditation or other ways that we can meditate. But I highly encourage, sit down, 15 minutes, set a timer, that's it. That's all you got to do. It's all you got to know. It's that simple. The problem is it's not easy. It's simple, but it's difficult. Okay? And if it's difficult, you must.